Bonjour, bonjour. Today we are moving on to irregular RE verbs in the present tense. RE verbs like to be irregular. First verb, conduire. Conduire means to drive. That's the steering wheel. And we have a dog on a lead because conduire also means to lead somewhere, to lead someone. Je conduis. Tu conduis. Il, elle, on. Have a guess? It's the same but with a T. Conduit. Nous conduisons. Vous conduisez. Il, elle conduisent. Past participle is conduit. C-O-N-D-U-I-T. The noun meaning driving is la conduite. La conduite can also refer to behaviour. How do you say then using to? You drive very well. We've got the cow picture there. It's a more colloquial way of saying very. Tu conduis très bien, or using the cow picture, tu conduis vachement bien. He's been driving for 2 months. Il conduit depuis 2 mois. So in English, we express this in the past. But in French, their logic is, if he's still driving now, it should be said in the present. So, il conduit depuis 2 mois. Where does this path lead? Ce chemin, ou ce sentier, conduit où? Se conduire, if you make it pronominal, means to drive oneself or to behave oneself. We have this thing about behaviour with conduire. Using vous, your children behave very well. Vos enfants se conduisent très ou vachement bien. Are we behaving badly? On se conduit mal. So you can say on se conduit mal, but when it's spoken at speed, it'll be on se conduit mal, on se conduit mal. So practice saying it how the French would say it at speed. Nous nous conduisons mal. Nous nous conduisons mal. Produire. All these first lot are the U-I-R-E, the ouire verb. So you say the word yes in French in the middle. Ouire, conduire, produire, to produce. We have a picture there that we have produced, that we have made a nice patchwork quilt. He produces action films. Il produit des films d'action. They're not producing enough. Il ou elle ne produisent pas assez. Se produire, when you make it pronominal, changes the meaning completely. And this is a commonly used verb. Se produire means to happen or to occur or to take place. This situation happens all the time. Cette situation se produit tout le temps. So here again we have tout le temps, but spoken at speed you will hear tout le temps, like a tool, a screwdriver, hammer, tout le temps. Practice saying it like the French do, so that your ear will pick up on it. Past participle, produit with the T. The noun, a product, is un produit, it's masculine, le produit. Another ouire verb. We've had conduire, we've had produire, now it's construire, to build. Think of construct. Using to. Are you building a sandcastle? Tu construis un château de sable. Swallow the de here. Château de sable, château de sable. They're building their own house in Lamballe, which is in Brittany. Pause. Ils ou elles construisent leur propre maison à Lamballe, qui est en Bretagne. So when you say own, as in something that belongs to you, it's propre. Propre can also mean clean. It's an adjective. If this adjective propre goes before, it means own, like my own house. If it goes after, it means clean. La chambre est propre. The room is clean. We're building ourselves one. The one that you are referring to is feminine in Brittany. Clue, we have a donkey's backside here. Where does en go? Nous en construisons une, because une is feminine, en Bretagne. In English, we've dropped we are building ourselves one of them, referring to a house, in Brittany. But in French, you have to say it. And the of them, about them, from them is en, and it goes before the relevant verb. On s'en construit une en Bretagne. Past participle construit with a T. Construction is construction, also one's a feminine. And there is the adjective constructible. Constructible, it is used in French. For example, if you buy a plot of land and you want to be able to build on it, you'll have to make sure that it is constructible, meaning you have the right to build on it. Not non-constructible. Opposite of construire is détruire, another weir verb, to destroy. Using vous. Don't destroy your brother's sandcastle. Ne détruisez pas le château de sable de votre frère. We're destroying the environment. Nous détruisons l'environnement. So when you get this E in the middle, it hasn't got an accent on it. So it doesn't have much of a sound. Nous détruisons l'environnement, not l'environnement. No accent. On détruit l'environnement. They're destroying each other. Il ou elle se détruisent. Past participle détruit avec un T. Noun, destruction, or sion words are feminine. La destruction, une destruction. And the adjective, rather than destructible, let's go for indestructible. Indestructible. Traduire, another weir verb, to translate. Translate, please, using to. Traduis, s'il te plaît. S'il te plaît, s'il te plaît, s'il te plaît. It doesn't translate itself very well in French. Ça ne se traduit pas très bien en français. Here again, let's make it sound as the French would say it. They'd probably say something like ça ne se traduit pas très bien. Ça ne se, rather than ça ne se. You can even drop the ne. This happens an awful lot in spoken French. Ça se traduit pas très bien en français. You can do it too. Past participle traduit with the T. Noun translation. Now here, usually all ION words are the same but with a French accent. Here is one of the very few exceptions. You cannot say translation, it is une traduc. You have the duke translating for you. Une traduction. Feminine, of course. Another weir verb, cuire, to cook. To cook, but not like cuisiner, which means you are physically cooking. It means to cook on heat and also to bake. I'm cooking the trout now. Trout is truite, another wee sound. A lovely feminine pretty trout. Truite. Je cuis la truite maintenant. Not maintenant, maintenant. Using to. You're cooking in this heat. Heat as in the heat outside is la chaleur. Chaleur. Tu cuis dans cette chaleur. Using vous. Bake them for 30 minutes. You're not baking to them or for them. It's the direct object pronoun. So it will be cuisez-les pendant 30 minutes. Past participle cuit with a T. Cuit is also the sound that birds make. So English birds go tweet, 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 tweet. French birds go cuit, 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 cuit. The noun cooking is cuisson. It's feminine, la cuisson. So if you order something like a steak au restaurant, au resto, le serveur might say to you, or should say to you, quelle cuisson? What cooking? So rare is saignant, which literally means bloody. Then we have medium, which is à point, 2 words, à point. And then well done is bien cuit. Adjective, cooked. A lot of the time, adjectives can be the same as the past participle. Okay, cuit or feminine, cuite. There's a funny colloquial expression which is the equivalent of to get hammered. Se prendre une cuite. Se prendre une cuite. So, I got hammered last night. Je me suis pris une cuite hier soir. What does cuire au four mean? To cook in the oven. Cuire à la vapeur. To steam. Cuire à feu doux. Cuire à feu moyen. Cuire à feu élevé. Cook over a low, medium or high heat. Cuire au bain-marie. Of course, if you're into cooking, you know that we use the same word. It's to cook over boiling water. What's to cook an egg? Cuire un œuf. Cuire un œuf. To cook oneself an egg. Se cuire un œuf. Why am I telling you this? Because there's a funny expression. Va te faire cuire un œuf. Which means go get yourself an egg cooked. Which is like saying get lost. The next reduire verb is réduire. To reduce, diminish, shrink. Le prix réduit de 20%. The price is reducing by 20%. Réduisez les champignons à feu moyen. Reduce or shrink the mushrooms on a medium heat. Let's reduce our spending. Spending is les dépenses. Réduisons nos dépenses. Past participle, réduit with a T. The noun, reduction, a reduction. Une réduction, la réduction. Again, we've got another culinary term here you may have come across. Adjective, reduced, is réduit, réduite. Again, you can see that has come from the past participle, just as it does in English. I have reduced, a reduced price. Next, reduire verb is instruire, instruire. Remember you're saying oui, like yes in French, oui, instruire. To instruct, to inform, train, educate. I train beginners. Beginners are débutants, débutantes. J'instruis les débutants ou les débutantes for feminine. They're educating themselves. Il ou elle s'instruisent. Using to, educate yourself. Instruis-toi. Positive commands, the te gets hooked on and becomes a toi. Past participle instruit. The noun instruction, instruction, bien sûr, c'est féminin. And the adjective educated, again taken from the past participle, instruit, instruite. Last reduire verb is to seduce. That's an eyelash there. Seduction. He seduces everyone. Remember how to say everyone at speed. Think of a screwdriver. Il séduit tout le monde. Tout le monde. How do they seduce them? Comment il ou elle les séduise? Remember, S between two vowels is a Z sound, so comment il ou elle les séduise? You could put comment at the end here too. Il ou elle les séduise, comment? I don't seduce anyone these days. Je ne séduis personne ces jours-ci. To differentiate from those days, you add the ci, which stands for ici, ces jours-ci. You could drop the ne here, because people do in speaking. Je séduis personne ces jours-ci. Or you can just do a sound. Je ne séduis personne ces jours-ci. Get your ear tuned to the speed and the lazy French way of talking. Past participle séduit with a T. Seduction. La séduction. C'est féminin, bien sûr. Adjective séduisant, féminine séduisante. Change of verb. Still re, but not a weir. It's an ear. Écrire. And you write to people, don't you? So it's écrire. À, to write. J'écris. Tu écris. Ils, elles, on écrit. This time with a T. Nous écrivons. Vous écrivez. Ils, elles écrivent. Past participle écrit with a T. The noun writing is l'écriture. C'est féminin, you'll have to think of girly handwriting. Adjective, written, it is written. Écrit or écrite. To write, écrire. Ah, how would you say he writes really well? Il écrit vraiment bien. Let's write a postcard to them. To them. Écrivons-leur une carte postale. I'm writing a novel at the moment. A novel is un roman. J'écris un roman en ce moment. To describe. So this is just écrire with a D in front. Décrire, décrire. Using to. Describe your house to her, to her. Décris-lui ta maison. To her is lui, so is to him. Describe it to me. This time we're going to use vous and the it is feminine. Décrivez-la moi. Do you need to go over those pronouns and the order? Let's describe it to them. This time the it is masculine. Décrivons-le leur. To laugh about is rire de. There is another verb for to laugh, which is rigoler, an ER verb. Rigoler is used quite a lot as well. Using to. What are you laughing about? The French would say, about what are you laughing? Those are little kumquats, quat, quat, quat. Remember the what here. De quoi tu ris? You could actually say tu ris de quoi. I think de quoi tu ris sounds a bit more natural. I'm still laughing about it. Where does go? About it, from it, and then from them, and of it, etc. are all en. J'en ris encore. J'en ris toujours. I know very well they're laughing about me. Je sais très bien qu'il ou qu'elle rit de moi. Rit. Look how short that verb is. It's rit with an ENT with it silent. Past participle, just a little R-I. Ri, 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 ri. Imagine yourself laughing. Ri, 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 ri. A laugh, the noun, is un rire. A masculine laugh. A rire, 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 rire. It's a rire. And the adjective funny is drôle. To smile is rire with a S-O-U in front. Sourire. Sourire à. They're smiling at them. You're going to need your indirect object pronouns here. Il ou elle leur sourit. I love it when you smile, using tu. J'adore quand tu souris. The mouse is smiling. La souris sourit. A mouse is also the word for the electronic mouse, souris. Past participle sourit, which is just like the ri, just ends in I. And the noun smile is also masculine, un sourire. Quel beau sourire. What a beautiful smile. Adjective smiley, souriant, souriante. To suffice, to be enough. Suffire, followed by a. That's enough. Ça suffit. That's enough for me like that, thank you. Ça suffit pour moi comme ça, merci. I'm not enough for her. For her. Je ne lui suffis pas. Past participle, another one that just ends in I, suffit. Adjective, sufficient, suffisant, suffisante. Lire, to read. Let's conjugate. I read, je lis. Tu lis. Ils, elles, on lit with a T. Nous lisons. Vous lisez. Ils, elles lise. S between two vowels is an S sound, lise. Past participle lu, which is why we have the frog reading on the lu. Lu, lu, red on the lu, 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 red on the lu, 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 red on the lu, red on the lu, my darling, in the past I did. Lire, to read. I'm reading a novel by Balzac at the moment. Je lis un roman de Balzac en ce moment. What are you reading at the moment, using to? Qu'est-ce que tu lis en ce moment? Do they only read their e-books now? E-books are electronic books. Ils ou elles lisent seulement leurs livres électroniques maintenant. You could say, ils ne lisent que leurs livres électroniques maintenant. The ne que, only floppy limp sandwich one. To forbid, to ban, to prohibit. Interdire de, which is a synonym, which is a synonym for défendre. I forbid you to see him again, using to. Je t'interdis de le revoir. They are forbidding him to give them to me. Pause. With interdire, if you are forbidding someone, you use interdire à. Il, elle, lui interdisent de me les donner. If you're struggling with the order of the pronouns, go and find the triangles. You have the triangle with the normal order for normal sentences that gives you the order, and also the order when you use the pronouns in the imperative. And just put those triangles somewhere you can see them, just to get used to the order that they go in. Again, here we're banning them, we're banning people, so we need interdire à. So we need the to them pronoun. Nous leur interdisons de fumer à l'intérieur. Indoors, à l'intérieur. Outdoors or outside, à l'extérieur. Or you can use dehors. Past participle is interdit with a T. We've had écrit with the T, past participle. Décrit with a T, past participle. Interdit with a T, past participle. A ban, interdiction. Féminin, bien sûr. Joindre. This is a little verb that sits by itself. Okay, so joindre, you can guess, to join, to link. It's also used for to attach, to enclose, to unite. And another very common use is to get hold of. Can't join them, get hold of them, reach them. So we've got the telephone for the communication part of joindre. Je joins. Tu joins. Pronounced just like June, isn't it? Juin, juillet. Ils, elles, ont joint with a T. Nous, this is funny, look at the spelling. Joignons. It sounds like it's got an I in it, but actually the GN together gives you that ñ sound. Joignons. Same for vous. Vous joignez. Nice. Il, elle, joint. Very nasal. Joigne. Joigne. Past participle joint with a T. The noun, we have different words in English. It might be the junction, the joining, the joint is jonction. Here's another irregular one. It's J-O-N. Jonction. Feminine, of course. Adjective attached, joint or jointe. Remember, when you get emails, you might say, veuillez trouver si joint, si jointe. Please find attached. So let's practice using joindre. I'm enclosing the photos. Je joins les photos. Get hold of her now, please, using vous. Joignez-la maintenant, s'il vous plaît. Using to. Join the two ends. Joins les deux bouts. Bout, B-O-U-T, is an end. They're struggling to make ends meet, an expression. Ils ont du mal à joindre les deux bouts. You can make it pronominal. Okay, so this would mean as in to join a person, join up with, a group or a movement. Or also to agree, to be in agreement, to concur, se joindre à. I'm joining my family for dinner tonight. Je me joins, it's like I'm attaching myself to my family. Je me joins à ma famille pour dîner ce soir. Using vous, join us at the beach if you fancy it. Come and attach yourself. Joignez-nous à la plage si ça vous dit. It's used a lot, this. Ça vous dit de? Do you fancy doing whatever? They agree with their colleagues. They concur, attaching themselves. They're uniting in their opinions. Ils, elles se joignent à leurs collègues. So you can use, instead of se joindre, just rejoindre when it's not pronominal, but it has the same meaning. It can also mean to get back somewhere. I'm joining my family for dinner tonight. Same again. So, je rejoins ma famille pour dîner ce soir. Instead of je me rejoins à. Je rejoins ma famille pour dîner ce soir. Using vous, join the two ends again, as in rejoin them. Rejoignez les deux bouts. They agree with their colleagues. So, ils, elles rejoignent leurs collègues. It could also mean they're meeting up with them. But here we're using it as to agree, to concur. You could say instead, like the last time, ils, elles se rejoignent à leurs collègues. And finally, you can make rejoindre pronominal as well. So it means to join, to link together. Again, to merge, to agree with one another, to meet up. Okay, se rejoindre à, or if it's an opinion, se rejoindre sur. The path merges with the main road here. Le chemin, le sentier, se rejoint à la rue principale ici. And of course, you may hear là instead of ici. Let's meet up at 9 p.m. Rejoignons-nous à 21h. It's une because heure is feminine. They agree with each other on everything. Ils ou elles se rejoignent sur tout. Okay, let's have some revision. Conduire, to drive, to lead. Produire, these are all the we're, to produce. Construire, to construct, to build. Détruire, to destroy. What's to drive, to lead? Conduire, to produce. Produire, to build, construct. Construire, to destroy. Détruire. Traduire means to translate. Cuire, to cook on heat, to bake. Va te faire cuire un œuf, get lost. Réduire, to reduce, diminish, shrink. Instruire, think of instruct. And instruct, inform, train, educate. Séduire, to seduce. Okay, what's to translate? Traduire, to cook on heat, bake. Cuire, to reduce, diminish, shrink. Réduire, to instruct, inform, train, educate. Instruire, to seduce. Séduire. What does écrire mean? To write. Décrire, to describe. Rire, to laugh. Sourire, to smile. Suffire, to suffice, to be enough. Okay, to write is écrire, to describe. Décrire, to laugh. Rire, to smile. Sourire, to suffice, be enough. Suffire. What does lire mean? To read. Interdire, forbid. Joindre, to join, to link, attach, enclose, unite, get hold of, reach. To read, lire. To forbid, interdire. To join, link, etc. Joindre. Et voilà, les amis, there are some of the irregular RE verbs. There are more. Merci beaucoup. À la prochaine fois.